Hey there everyone, just making a new video series. I know in the past I had a 20-gallon long tank that I ended up bringing to my mom's work, and that's now the 30-gallon breeder series. But now this tank here is a 20-gallon long, and it is here at home. If you can tell, I already have live rock, and right here is a mushroom coral. There's a little frag of it there, and up here there's another frag with two on there. Now before you start criticizing me, I know that this is like well, technically I got the tank and the water on Friday. It's now Sunday, so like day 3. But the thing is about this tank is it has live rock or live sand bed here, and it has cycled water in it. Now this tank originally was set up for probably a good 6 months to probably a couple of years, and then it was sold to another guy who I got it from. Now since it's already cycled and everything else, there's hundreds of snails, hundreds of amphipods and so forth. There's even a starfish in here that's on my pump. Whoop. Focus. There we go. And he's right there. Whoops, wrong way. Now this tank originally I bought the tank for 30 bucks. I was planning on building it into a sump for the 30-gallon breeder, but then a couple other things came up, and I'm at this forum, New Hampshire fragswap.com. If you live in the area, or if you know someone that lives in the area, go check them out. Very awesome local reefers in the area. Even people from Maine and Vermont and Massachusetts are on it. So if you live in those areas as well, go ahead and check them out. The guy who set it up and everything that I found it from being in the local newspaper that my mom gets or whatnot. That's how I found them about a week and a half ago. I've already traded with them some SPS corals that you see in the 30-gallon breeder, and I also bought the sand and the water in this tank from him as well for 40 bucks. It's about 50 pounds of live sand and 20 gallons of cycled water and everything, with a few pieces of rubble rock. And also in here he threw in this Zoe, which hasn't really opened up yet today, but I'm going to be going to the frag swap that is scheduled for today. Don't know who's going to be there. But along with this also came some of this macroalgae, and that's like a quarter of it, and whatever's built up there on the filter for the canister filter there. So that's like a quarter of what I got. The rest of it's in that tub right there for when I'm going to the frag swap. I'm gonna see if someone there needs some, trade it for some corals. I'm also gonna bring all the mushroom corals and also the Zoe, so I can get that put onto a frag plug. So because I don't have any glue or super glue gel stuff for it. But the rocks that came with the tank are this one, that one, which has some macroalgae, hair algae type stuff growing on it, all these little plugs. But that branchy one there was a coral that I had originally bought for the 30-gallon that died, along with that and that. That Money Capricornus. Wow, I can't even talk right now. You know what I mean. Money Capricornus, there we go. That died, that one of the mushroom frags is kind of on. So that's what originally I put in, but everything else came with it. This tank here is going to be in the works of what can I say? Definitely, this isn't what it's gonna finish looking like, but it's gonna be like 50% display which will be like this half of the tank. It'll have my rocks and coral frags all over it and stuff like that. And then this frag stand that I built, this 2-tier one, will be on this half of the tank, or this portion of the tank, where I can frag stuff for here and then grow it out here for the frag swaps and local reefers and everything else for local pet stores that I go to, which I'll be uploading a video of the one pet store that I do go to that's left local in the area without having to drive an hour, which is where I got the mushrooms for 30 bucks. There's 8 of them total. Now with this tank, I know this doesn't look very good for appeals, but next weekend I am going to be building a custom stand and canopy. Now rough dimensions are, it's going to be 45 tall with it inset, so the tank's going to be inset just about 1.5 inches or so to cover this. Then the tank, and then I will have a 9-inch canopy that is also going to inset about 1 inch, 1.5 inches to cover this. Now the front portion here, I'm going to have swing up with 3 hinges on top and my T5 lighting, which I have right here, but only one of them is hooked up right now. I'm going to be working on getting the other one hooked up next week. Right now I have 60 watts of lighting on here. I have a coral wave on it right now, which is a 39 watt T5, and then I have just the basic standard light that came with it, which is only 21 watt, but it's quite yellow compared to the purple color. So I will be having a total of either 165 or 120 watts of T5 lighting, depending on what I go for. But right now the 21 watt is washing out the effects of the coral wave, but if I were to not even have the coral wave on, you wouldn't be able to even see like any of the green on this on the mushrooms. Like, just with the coral wave, it's a lot dimmer in the tank, even though it's more wattage, which will still be nearly 2 watts per gallon. The green on these mushrooms, which I really like, just pop. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do it with the camera right now. I'll probably do it once I get my other lighting hooked up and everything. So those are plans for that. I also have some pre-made salt water right here. In the video you see me zooming in. It only cost me 8 bucks for this 2.3 gallons of pre-made salt water. So also going to be getting an RODI unit in the next year. I know that's quite a far ways out, but I'm also going to be, well, okay, how about 2 months I'll be buying one. There we go. That's a lot better. Now the protein skimmer, okay. So now the protein skimmer on the 30-gallon breeder there that I had is sitting right here. For whatever reason, it wasn't having the suction for the air portion of it, so it wasn't creating the froth, and it was getting stuck like right under this collection cup portion right here. So I'm going to be modifying that. I'm getting a new pump. I don't know if this 5.5 gallon tank is actually going to become the sump for the 20-gallon. This is just a rough sketch. This is going to be where my drip plate will be. This will be a chamber. It can come underneath here. And then this will be like egg crate for all bio balls. This section will actually probably be bigger. For that, and they'll overflow into here, become like either a refugium or where the protein skimmer will be for that section, and then this last section will obviously be where the return pump is. Or I can mod this protein skimmer to become a hang on the back protein skimmer by cutting off this little section so it's flat with that other upper portion, and have it a hang on the back where the pump is in, and then it overflows back into the tank. This is controlling the height of the water flow, so it doesn't have to be like certain depth or whatnot. It's weird how this one works. So that's ideas for that one. Now with this tank, I am probably going to be, well, next weekend I am building the stand for this tank, custom stand. I'll have the doors, the shelf for the sump, what else? It's gonna be all black with 2 hardware doors, or yeah, black hinges, doors, whatever. Handles, there we go. Man, I cannot talk. So this weekend I am building that, or this next weekend I'm building that for 2 days, painting it all, inside white, outside black, prime it. It'll probably be, won't be installed for 2 weeks because I have to do all the prepping and everything else. So that won't be installed for another 2 weeks. I'll do another video update just before or right after I build the stand, so you can see roughly what it's looking like. But it won't be installed for another 2 weeks on this tank. Right now I'm not gonna have any other livestock in here until I get my stand in here, which will come here on this wall, and it should be about this height versus down there, and it's gonna be roughly this tall, which is about 6 feet, well, 5.5, 6 feet tall. I'm 5'8" for height wise. Here we go, let's back up here so you can see. It'll probably be about this high for the stand and canopy total, about this high, and then the tank will be right in this area, and then the rest will be stand and sump below it. So that's the ideas for that. Now for other ideas to make my water changes a lot more efficient, and so I'm not stressing out the fish or corals or anything like that, I'm going to have this 30-gallon tub pretty much filled up, so about 25 gallons of saltwater pre-mixed, so my salinity will stay constant and all that other stuff. So my water changes will be a lot more efficient for this tank. Now, so here's day 3, we'll say. Let me know if you want this to be day 1 or day 3, since originally I got it late Friday. It was cloudy yesterday, and today it's cleared up, and I also have the corals. So let me know in the comments below if you think this should be day 3 or day 1 of this tank build system. So thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Let me know ideas of fish that you would like to see in here. I'm definitely getting the black and white clownfish. That's a definite. So if nothing else, just that, and maybe a neon goby, which are black and white. So apparently I'm going with a black and white theme with the corals. So let me know what you think. Any ideas for future video update ideas? I'll probably do one on my sump build. Not sure. Let me know what you think of that, what I should do, and about the protein skimmer, what I should do about that. There was a guy online on NewHampshireFragSwap.com who, on one of the forums, he said that he would sell a protein skimmer that was good for like a 40-gallon or a 30-gallon or something like that for 25 bucks to me. If he's still selling that by the middle of next week, I'll probably pick that up and throw it on here. So let me know what you think I should do. Like I said before, comment, rate, subscribe, and if this should be day 1 or day 3 of this tank, 20-gallon long tank build. Okay, thanks. Talk to you later.